This is a Quantum Edge 3 made by Pride Mobility. This is a fantastic unit. This is considered a mid-wheel drive chair. These Quantums can come with different seat functions on them. This current Quantum chair has 3 electrical seat functions. It has electric tilt, electric recline, and electric legs, and we'll show you these functions here in this video. This unit comes in a purple color. They do come in different colors. This current chair here has 3 miles of total drive distance on it. So 3 miles is not very far, considering most people are probably going to go a mile or 2 a day in this chair. So if this chair was used, it was only used a couple times. So let me go over a couple good things about this unit. It does have a 300-pound weight capacity. Like I said, it's a mid-wheel drive chair, so mid-wheel drive is going to turn in the smallest turning radius inside your home. Now, the overall length of these units can vary based on the length of the foot plate that you have up front, but on average, if your foot plate's tucked all the way in, you're going to be about 43 inches in total length from the foot plate to the back of the rear wheels. You do have solid tires all the way around. You have 6-inch caster wheels in the front and 6-inch caster wheels in the back. Down here you have 14-inch drive tires. So what makes these chairs nice with 14-inch drive tires, you do have a high enough ground clearance of almost 3 inches so that you can put either an easy lock or a Q-lock bracket underneath them that some people need to transport inside vehicles. If you don't want to put the easy lock or Q-lock underneath it, you do have 4 tie-down transit loops. You have 2 on this side and you have 2 on the other side that for public transportation they can hook them into the vehicle right here on these locations. Back here you have your motor on the unit. If you wanted to disengage this unit, you would want to turn your power off because it does create resistance on the motors, but you would push this knob down and that is going to put your unit in freewheel. What you're doing by doing that is you're disengaging your electromagnetic brake. So you do want to make sure when you are going to drive the unit, you always have to have it in the lock position. Lock position just means you're engaging your electromagnetic brake and then the chair will drive. So if it doesn't recognize the brakes, it's going to say brake error or something similar to that on the screen, and that means it's not safe because it will not stop automatically when you let go of the joystick. So it will not work. The unit does have shocks in the back and shocks in the front. These shocks are for the rear caster wheels. Obviously the shocks in the front are for the front casters. When you go over something, it's going to damper some of that bounce that you're going to get due to the front shock. They are adjustable if needed. Most of these are. There is a screw on the bottom that you can twist and then you can adjust the front shocks. Because what I've seen sometimes, people going up into vans or going up ramps, if your shock tension is too tight, it's actually going to pick your drive tires up off the ground and they're going to spin. So if you loosen them up, it will lower your drive tire, it will create more traction with your drive tire and allow you to climb. So now we're going to go over the unit and now we're going to show more of the seat functions. So everything on this particular unit can be operated through the joystick. This joystick does have a swing away on it, so you can swing this joystick off to the side. What the swing away helps with is it helps with multiple things. If you want to pull up closer to a table, you can pull up right here. This would be their farthest sticking out point. Now you can raise your armrests up as well, but some people like to have the armrest down. What the swing away also helps with too, if people want to get in and out of the unit, a lot of times they want to push off the end of the armrest. So you can imagine if your joystick's here trying to figure out if you're getting back in the chair, how to figure out how to grab onto the armrest is kind of hard because your joystick's in the way. If you swing it to the side, there's no obstruction. You can grab right on the end of the armrest. It makes it a lot easier to get in and out of the unit. What we're going to do is we're going to navigate through here. There's different profiles and we have a video that we'll also tag on this video that shows the whole how you work a joystick on here. But I'm going to get here and get to the seating function. The first function I'm going to show you would be electric tilt. So electric tilt is when your back and your bottom seat are lit up on the screen. When it is lit up, you go ahead and pull the joystick back. You'll see the whole unit tilting. So this is just imagine if you were sitting in a stationary chair and somebody was pulling you backwards. And you feel you're going to fall over. You will not fall over in this chair. It does feel weird. But what this is doing, this is probably the most medically necessary feature on these Quantums, is the electric tilt. What electric tilt is doing is it's taking the pressure off of your lower half and it's applying the pressure to your back. So what that does is that creates blood circulation throughout your legs, which is supposed to help with pressure sores. So if you combine that with probably like a Rojo, this does not have a Rojo, but if you put a Rojo cushion on here, which is an air-filled cushion, the combination of the two is going to be your best bet to help alleviate pressure sores. We would never say prevent, but it would definitely help. It's the best on the market to help with pressure sores. So this is what your electric tilt would look like. You would be in this position here. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring the chair back down. And then I can do the electric recline and the electric legs at the same time on a lot of these chairs just to save time in this video, so you'll see it. Your legs can go up. Also, let me back up for a second. If you are all the way back here in the tilt position, I don't need to go all the way back. You could raise your legs up so that you can get your feet above your heart. That is another thing that people need sometimes medically. So that is a combination of actuators you can use. You can do the tilt and the legs at the same time. You bring it all the way back down. And just a side note too, on this joystick you do have a green circle on the top left hand corner. When you begin to tilt or you begin to recline to a certain angle, that circle will switch to a red X, and that means you're in a non-safe driving position, so you got to get back to a more upright position. The circle will turn to green and then you can drive again. Let me see. Okay, so we have the electric recline and the electric legs, so you'll see. So basically recline and legs is more for comfort more than for medical necessities. But you will see your legs beginning to rise and your back going back. So you will go almost all the way flat. To 180 degrees. So you will have your legs, so you can sleep in this chair. Now granted, this chair is set up for a certain size person. But do remember, all these chairs, between color, seat size, accessories you add to them, all of it's customizable, so we can really fit it to your size. But this is what the electric recline and electric legs would look like. I'm going to bring them back up. Once again, this unit has a 300-pound weight capacity. If you have new batteries in the unit, you're going to get roughly about 15 miles on a charge. Now that varies based on the user's weight and the terrain they're going to be driving it in. The more you stop, the more your brakes are going to engage. Just like in a car, you would get less gas mileage, you'll get less distance on these units. Comes with a headrest. Headrest is adjustable. You have all different adjustment pivot points on here to really fine tune to fit the person. Let me turn the chair to the side and you can see it. Most all of these Quantum Edge 3s are going to come with a light kit too. You're going to have LED lights that have clear lights in the front and red lights in the back. There's always going to be a switch located on the unit. Now this switch can be located in all different places on a unit, so if you have a different chair, don't always think your light switch is going to be mounted in the same spot. I see a lot under the arms. I do see some along this side rail over here, but you do have front and rear lights on the unit. This particular unit is going to come with a 20 by 20 seat, but don't let that scare you. If you need a different size, 20 is the maximum width you can go on here, but we can get it down to 16 inches wide, and we can go up to 22 inches in depth, down to about 16 inches in depth. So if this is the chair you want, but this is not the size that you need, or you need to add maybe an attendant control or something else to it, give us a call, because we can definitely put these features on your chair. Like I said, these foot plates right here are individual foot plates. They do flip up. These are what they call, I think these are the 11-inch. The 11-inch foot plates. They do make an 8-inch foot plate as well if you have smaller feet and you don't want to be banging into things. These can be changed. Also the gap in between here. Right now there's a gap, but we can bring this closer to where they're touching and you can almost have like a solid foot plate all the way across. Or if needed, we can actually expand this out even farther and you would have even more of a gap in between, and your feet would be able to sit a little bit farther apart. Same with the calf rest. Everything's adjustable height with the height of the calf rest, and if you needed a different style, that's also available on these chairs. So what you also have on here is lateral pads. What these pads are here, they're removable. What they do is they help your knees from swinging out, because a lot of times what happens is when your knees swing out, your feet are going to be pulled off the foot plate. So what that does is help keep your legs in line, and it's supposed to help keep your foot on the foot plate. If you do struggle with keeping your feet on the foot plate, you do have available straps that you can purchase that can go and actually strap your feet to the foot plates to keep them secured. All these things on here are removable. bottom cushion, back cushion. So if you have customized cushions that you want to put on your chair, you can, or if you have a special cushion that you need, let us know. We can always order one also. But once again, this is the Quantum Edge 3. It's got 3 miles of total drive distance, 20 by 20 seat, and it's got electric tilt, electric recline, electric legs. And now we're going to go drive it outside and you'll be able to see it in motion. All right, here is the Quantum Edge 3. This is their newest leg system. This is their newest style of Quantum Edge 3. This is a mid-wheel drive chair. So you'll see if I just sit here and turn in a circle, it's got a pretty small turning radius, about as long as the unit is what it takes to turn into a circle. Now this unit does go about 6.5 miles an hour at top end speed. But this will go through the grass without any problem. So I'll show you driving through the grass now. It has plenty of power, plenty of speed. With this unit here too, with being a mid-wheel drive chair, you are going to turn the smallest turning radius, but we do always tell you that if you are going to be going somewhere that's really soft ground, be careful because these front caster wheels can dig, and if they do dig in the ground, then you're going to spin in place. Once again, this is the Quantum Edge 3. This unit has electric tilt, electric recline, electric legs, a little over 6 to 6.5 miles an hour top end speed. So if you're looking for a mid-wheel drive chair, this would be one to consider.
Hi, I'm Mark.
And my name is Alex. We're co-owners of Marc's Mobility.
I started this company in 1995.
We sell many products, not just what you see in this video. If you have any questions or concerns, please call us at the number below at 800-677-6293. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.